Now we are going to perform the third practical in the metrology and quality control. Title: calibration of measuring instrument, and inside the title it is mentioned in the university syllabus that dial gauge, micrometer, vernier scale. So out of that, here we are going to choose the calibration of dial gauge only. Now this is the test setup for the dial gauge. Now here in both the cases you are going to see the two different dial gauges. Okay, so what is the difference in between this? So first, this is my reference dial gauge and this is the dial gauge which I am going to use for calibration. Okay, now the least count of this dial gauge is suppose 10 microns. Then in that case the least count of this reference dial gauge is to be 10 times to this. Okay, now how they are connected? As this is the setup, this is the drum which is going to move in up and downward directions. So this, when we are moving this drum, the dial pointer or dial gauge indicating some variation in the microns. Now how these variations to be carried out? They are interconnected with the shaft. Now how they are interconnected with the shaft? The plunger of this reference dial gauge indicator is connected with the shaft, and another point of the shaft inside this test setup, it is connected with the plunger of this. Plunger means pointer. Okay, so both the pointers, they are connected with the help of this shaft, and we are giving rotation to the drum. Now as we are going to start with the practical, first we have to make this reference dial gauge at a 0-0 condition. Now see, both this small pointer and the bigger pointer, they are indicating 0-0. Similarly, this pointer is again indicating the 0-0. Okay, so now both they are at a 0-0 condition. Now I am going to give the upward movement, say upward or downward. In this case, because this I have laid down, say I am going to say this is upward movement. If I am giving upward movement by any microns, so there must be variation in the dial indicator of a calibration. See, now it is shifted from 0 to on this side. So as I already told you, if the least count of this is suppose 10 mm or 10 micron, then this is 10 times to bigger. Now as this is indicating shifting from 0 to some microns, so it is indicating also by 5 microns. So it means that there is a variation in the dial indicator, test dial indicator. So we have to make it correct. So gradually we are going to take several reading by varying the condition or position of this drum. As I am shifting upward direction, every time I need to check both the readings, and then from the readings I conclude that there is a change or this dial indicator to be calibrated. Now why this is happening? Because inside the dial indicator, if we really look at to this, there is a rack and pinion arrangement, and by fluctuation or by continuation use, there is a play occurred in the rack and pinion arrangement inside the plunger or the dial indicator. And so gradually I am again giving moment. So you can see there is a variation in the dial indicator of this reference dial indicator, and again there is a change. So gradually we are changing the value. Likewise, then we take one set of reading, and then later on automatically your value is changing. So similarly I have taken several readings to this. See the set of reading which I have already taken out. Dial gauge tested reading, okay, from 0, 5, 1, 1.5, 2. Likewise, master dial gauge is indicating the readings also. So for 0 to 0, for 0.5 it is indicating 0.503. So what is the difference in between that? 0.03. Okay, so from this we can conclude that the equipment or the dial gauge which is we have used for calibrations is studied, and also its advantages and limitations. Why we are calibrating this dial indicator? If there is any error, so automatically we are getting error in the component which is going to measure with the help of this dial indicator. And this is again in the category of the mechanical type of dial indicator.